Have you ever stopped yourself from doing something you truly love because you were afraid of what people might say? Maybe you wanted to dress differently, speak your mind, or chase a dream no one else understood. But then that familiar thought appeared. What will they think of me? It happens to almost all of us. We start caring too much about the opinions around us, and without realizing it, we begin shaping our lives around other people's expectations instead of our own hearts. The more we try to please everyone, the further we drift from who we really are. If you've ever felt that way, this story is for you because it might help you see something clearly. Your life stops being yours the moment you start living for other people's eyes. A long time ago, in a quiet village beneath the hills, lived a young girl named Meera. She was gentle, hardworking, and always helping her mother cooking, fetching water, tending the small garden behind the hut. But Meera had something special inside her. She loved to paint. Every evening, once her chores were done, she would sit by the river with her tiny box of colors and paint the world around her, the sky, the trees, the flowing water. Painting made her feel alive. But the villagers didn't understand. Meera wastes her time with colors. They sighed. What will painting ever give her? Can she eat colors? Some laughed softly, others cruelly. Even her relatives joined in. Who will marry a girl who paints clouds all day? At first, Meera tried to ignore them. She smiled, stayed quiet, and kept painting. But little by little, every comment, every snicker left a small scratch on her heart. One evening, after a group of girls mocked her again, Meera went home silently, put her paints away, and whispered to herself, maybe they're right. Maybe it should stop. And she did. Days passed. Meera helped her mother, worked in the fields, and spoke politely to everyone, yet something inside her dimmed. Her smile faded. Her eyes lost the spark. And whenever she walked past the river, the colors that once called out to her felt distant, like a dream she no more longer had permission to touch. One day, a wise old monk visited the village. He wore simple white clothes and he carried a wooden staff. People said he traveled from place to place, helping others find peace within themselves. The villagers gathered around him, asking for guidance. Meera stood at the back listening quietly. There was something about his calm presence that gave her courage. When the crowd laughed, she approached him slowly. Master, she sighed softly, I need your help. I loved painting, but people laughed at me. They said it was useless. I tried to ignore them, but now I feel lost. How can I be happy when everyone keeps judging me? The monk looked at her kindly. He didn't answer immediately. Instead, he pointed toward the trees and he asked, Do you hear that? Meera listened. It was the wind rustling through the branches. Yes, she sighed. The monk smiled. Tell me, does the wind stop when someone tells it to? No more, master, she replied. The wind moves as it wishes. Exactly, he sighed. The wind belongs to number one. It doesn't ask anyone for permission. It doesn't worry about being liked. Sometimes it blows gently, sometimes it blows strong, but it always moves. He looked into her eyes. You, child, are like the wind, but you've forgotten that. You gave your freedom away. You let other people's opinions become a cage. Meera whispered, but what if they keep talking about me? They will. The monk sighed with a soft laugh. People complain that the sun is too hot and the rain is too wet. But the sun still shines, and the rain still falls. If you live to please everyone, you will never live at all. He picked up a dry leaf and he held it between his fingers. Be like the wind, not the leaf. The leaf moves wherever others push it. But the wind follows its own path. And then he added gently, stop asking for permission to be yourself. That night, Meera couldn't sleep. The monk's words echoed in her heart. Before sunrise, she quietly took out her old paints and walked to the river. The world was still waking up, the birds stretching their wings, the water shimmering with the first light. Meera sat down and began to paint again. Slowly, freely, joyfully, people passed by and whispered, she's painting again. Will she ever learn? But this time, Meera didn't stop. Their voices didn't reach her heart anymore. She painted the rising sun, the glowing hills, the gentle river. And as she did, she smiled the real smile she had lost. From the day on, she painted every morning. And something unexpected happened. The same people who once laughed at her began to admire her work. Children watched her with amazement. Even the elders sighed, her colors bring peace to the soul. Weeks later, Meera wanted to sing the monk, but he had already moved on. On the stone where he once sat, she found words lightly carved into the surface. The wind never asks for approval. It simply moves. Dear friend, maybe you're like Meera. Maybe you stopped doing what you love because someone's words made you doubt yourself. But remember this, your life isn't truly yours if you keep living for someone else's approval. People will always doubt. They will praise you one day and mock you the next. Their voices fade, their opinions change, but your heart, your truth remains. So be like the wind. Keep moving, keep creating, keep living your story. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need everyone to agree with you. You just need the courage to be who you are. If this story touched your heart, please like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more stories like this. Simple, meaningful stories that remind you to live freely, follow your heart, and stop worrying about what others think. Until next time, stay kind, stay true, and let your wind keep blowing.